first thing to look at when uploading a package is to make sure that you're on the splash screen. So when you're connected into PCCU7, be sure you back out to this Totalflow measurement and control screen. From here, in the toolbar, if you have it turned on, should be Loader 32-bit. And so go ahead and click on the Loader 32-bit button. And you'll get PCCU32, and you should get a screen that looks similar to this. Multiple file packages select. So up here at the top we have a place to browse and find an existing package. And simply what a package is a package that houses one or more of these choices here on the right. So here is my Windows CE operating system, a flash, an isograph, or the configuration file. And so if you were to get a package from ABB Totalflow, it could have a flash and a config both in one package, or it may even have a Windows CE upgrade along with a flash and a new config, or a combination of those. And so what I want to show you is how to upload a package. So if I come up here to the top and I click on package, it says upload package. And notice before I did that, I had XFC checked, and I also had a reload checked. And then down here at the bottom I have my connection set up for serial USB on COM8. And so I am connected to my G4. I do know that I want to upload the flash out of this G4, and I also want to upload my tfcold directory or config file. And I don't have an IEC or an isograph running, so I'm going to leave those blank, and I'm going to go ahead and hit start. Okay, so now that the flash and the config have both uploaded, it wants me to put in a file name for this particular package. And so for this one, we still have it set up for Totalflow, so I'm just going to call it Totalflow, and it'll be a totalflow.exe file. So I'm going to go ahead and hit save. Before I do that, I want to show you where it's going to put it. Under my local disk, under PCCU7, in my package dir folder, and it's going to be called totalflow.xfc, and I'm going to go ahead and save that. Okay, and so the operation is complete. So if we send you a package, to load a package would be up here at the top. We would do multiple file package select. We also need to choose what type of device we're connected to. In this case, I'm talking to an XFC. I would also choose reload. And so up here at the top, I'm going to scroll all the way over here to the right and hit the browse button. And right here is totalflow.xfc, the one we just uploaded. I'm going to go ahead and choose that and then hit the open button, and then you'll see what happens here. Now what we have is the flash directory has been filled in with the correct flash, and the config file is also filled in. And notice the directory path on these isn't exactly where we put it. That's because these files are actually zipped, and so when we tell it to go out and select a package, it finds the correct directory path and goes ahead and plugs it into both directory slots here. So what it's going to do, it went ahead and checked the shutdown flash box. It's checked the download flash box. It also did a download configuration file, and it also is going to start the flash back up. So the only other two things that I might mention is if you wanted to delete your tfcold and then delete your tf data, what's going to happen here is it says the operation will result in a cold start using the content of tfcold. The content of tfcold will be copied to tf data. Do you still want to delete tf data? Now, what's going to happen if I say yes is it's going to delete my tfcold directory. It's also going to delete my tf data directory. Then when it downloads the configuration file, it's going to push it right out there to tfcold, and then when it starts to flash back up, it's going to move those files, that config file, from tfcold right down to tf data. And the next time we boot up and plug into our G4, you'll see this station file or config file loaded. So that'll be the one that's running. So if somebody was to send you a station file and you wanted to open the package, browse out, plug in this station file, delete data, delete cold, then download the config, it's going to push it out there to your tfcold, and then it would move it right down to tf data. And then when you go into your entry mode, you would see the setup exactly the way that they sent it to you. So With that being said, I am going to go ahead and say yes to that, and then I'm going to jump down here at the bottom and go ahead and start it. So what I expect it to do is go ahead and shut down the flash, then delete TF cold instantly, and then it's going to go ahead and download the new flash, and then it's going to delete TF data, download the config, and then start the flash back up. And you can kind of watch your display and see that all these things are taking place. And as soon as it's done, it should come back up, and we should be able to connect back to our G4 locally and see the changes. So we'll go ahead and let this run. Okay, so the operation's complete, and we should be able to close out and go back to PCCU now and see the changes that we put in. So this is uploading a package and then also downloading a package to your G4. So this concludes packages.